Hey guys, Alan from Hack Gadgets here. Okay, so we've all had this happen to us. You turn your computer on and you notice there's an extra program running that you didn't install. Or you launch your browser and there's a new toolbar that you have no idea where it came from. Well, what's happening? A lot of shareware in the past was just that. It was shareware. It was free software. Make a donation if you like it, or if you've used it over a certain amount of time. Oftentimes they sort of force you to make a purchase, and that's fine. If I like a piece of software, I'll happily kick back some money because somebody spent some time and designed that. If I'm getting use out of it, I'll kick back some money. What I can't stand is the new trend nowadays that sort of forces you, or doesn't force you usually, but it coaxes you to install a bunch of this software that you just really don't want. And they're making it very hard to opt out because they opt you in automatically and you have to sort of go through all these hoops to opt out of it. Let me show you one of the worst ones that I've recently found here. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so here we are. I've downloaded the software. This is the, well, it's actually not the software, it's the software installer, which is very popular these days. So I'll run it here. And we've all seen these boxes. I'm going to accept and run that program. Windows is warning me I'm going to be running something on my computer. It could be a virus. No, this is a proper piece of software. I've double checked that it is valid by a valid company, and it's freeware, so it doesn't cost me anything. And here's the issue right off the bat. Okay, so welcome to this software install. And so they have a license agreement. I could read this. But generally, you're in a rush to just get it installed and use it. That's the reason you downloaded it in the first place. So most people just sort of, they stay in this corner and they just click next as many times as they can until it's done, and then they use the software. The only problem is then next time you boot your computer, or maybe even right after this, all of a sudden your computer is running a bit slower. You might get an additional item down here on your toolbar and you're going, where did that come from? Or a couple of the sneaky ones have a delay, so that maybe 3 or 4 days later or a week later you'll see some extra program or something show up, because they don't want you to attribute it to the software you just installed. Okay, so let's walk through here. This is a perfectly normal screen. Now here's where the issue happens. So image editor, that's what I'm installing. So, this is end user agreement, and it has a next button, so most people will just click next. However, my search dial, it's a free popular program, etc., etc. Basic installation is required, okay? So this is one of these opt-out things. The way they're making money, since this is a free piece of software, is by all these little add-ons. And you can see here, if I click advanced, so now what it would have done by default is installed this, changed my home page, changed my default search, all of this stuff. So I'm going to not do that. Okay, you click next, and of course you just keep clicking next, right? Well, here it is here. Okay, so what's this asking about? This is a web widget, I guess it is. I'm not sure. WebGet. Okay, so it's another piece of software they want to add. Well, here's the next. Okay, that's the obvious button to press, but then there's a small little decline. It's not here. It's not highlighted like a button. It's just a little tiny, link here. So I want to decline on installing that. Oh, here's another thing. Would I like to find, some coupons? No. And of course next is so prominent, so, they really want you to install this because they want to make some money off you, but come on, decline. And here's another one. Linky. Do I want to install Linky? Express installation is recommended. Well, I'll do a custom installation, and, no, I don't want to set this as my home page and set this as my default search engine. That's actually quite interesting there. I never noticed this before, but I believe the first one wanted to set it as your home page and the default search engine. I wonder if you just kept on clicking next, which one would win. Interesting. I'm not going to try it, but interesting issue there. So I'm going to click next. And, oh, do I want to install mypcbackup.com? You know, blah, 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 all this junk here. No. Do I want to install this piece of software? Geez, no. You know, how about some other stuff here? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Finally, it looks like maybe something is actually installing. So, I don't mind actually providing a few dollars to a donation to some of this shareware stuff if I find it useful. However, I can't stand all of this bloatware that gets installed along with a lot of these packages. Okay, so our installation status is complete. Click next. And you just gotta really be careful, you know. Okay, so I'm launching the application. Yeah, that's fine. Next. And there we go. Okay, thank you for downloading it. There's some more ads. That's fine. Show me as many ads as you want. Just don't opt me in and make it so hard and confusing for me to actually install something. You know, I would probably, if I haven't used the software yet, but if the software works, I would probably have given the guy some money. But to go through all those headaches, you know, it makes me feel less and less likely to do so.